Alright, hey, it's Toby again with wormcastings.net. I just wanted to bring you a home garden update. We're approaching the end of the season. You know, it's about, a month and a half away before the scorching heat comes in. We'll see. So, notice my garden's in a little disarray. Just kind of threw my watering can down with complete disregard. Well, anyways, 99-cent store, so that's why you get those. No big deal. Now I'm gonna give you the highlights, okay? So check this out. This is gonna be like a reveal right here. All right. Okay, so here we have these buds. These are the last buds to open, and notice they have fruit. Okay, watch as we go up the tree. Boom, one more. Boom, two. Boom, 3, 4. Let's look through here. Oh, here's one that's just starting to open. Look over there, 5, 6, 7. I'm sure I'm missing some. Oh, look at that, 8, 9 with the yellow pear tomatoes growing right next to these. Are you aware of what this is? This is a pineapple guava. Let's see, I believe it's a pineapple guava. Well, here's the tag. Here's the, geez, you can't even make out the name here. And I'm not gonna do it, so you can look at it. I found this one at Home Depot. Let's keep going on it though. Look at that, you got your pear tomatoes growing right next to the fruit. I'm actually using the guava tree as a trellis, and what happened is our yellow pears growing in this 15-gallon pot grew like, 10 feet long. They're just winding all over the place. They completely outgrew the trellis. We've already gotten so many tomatoes off these things. Here's something interesting that happens about every 30th or 50th tomato. Not sure what that is. But I mean, the thing just keeps growing forever. I guess that's why they call it indeterminate tomato, because you can never determine if it's going to just grow right out of the Earth's atmosphere or something. I imagine if you had a larger trellis, it would keep going. I mean, look at this thing. All right. Nonetheless, these guavas are just really fun to grow. There's just so many. I'm just not going to go through and count them all, but you can see. I think we're going to have guavas in about a month. So this whole entire thing was standing up straight. You can't even make it out with the sun. Let's go on to the next thing. We're going to do a broad overview of the entire garden. This is the end of the tomato. We've already gotten so many tomatoes off this thing. As you can see, we chopped all the blight off, and we keep chopping, but it's still growing. Our strawberry section didn't do as great as I would like to. It had to do. So next year we're going to do that all in raised beds with the strawberry varieties. Not sure what happened there. We're growing a lot of peppers in pots. Second year cherry pepper. We already got 30 peppers off of it. It grew some green growth, and now it's going to put more peppers out. Cayennes. These, here's a grapefruit from seed, and another. Out of about 10 grapefruit seeds, this is what resulted. So, I guess grapefruits aren't meant to sprout anymore. Go figure that one out. And the ones that do sprout mostly come out as mutants. So, that was a store-bought grapefruit. Nonetheless, check out this bad boy right here. You want to talk about, look at these habaneros. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's one of the hottest peppers on earth, if you don't know. Also check into the scorpion pepper. That's what we'll be growing as well next year. This is the second flush of banana peppers here. I've already pickled an entire jar of peppers. Yet the recipe didn't come out as nice as I would like, so I'm gonna try a different one. When I come out with a great recipe of pickled peppers, then I will share it with you. Until then, I'm not gonna share anything because I just don't want you to go through and have to taste that brine that I made from YouTube and go through the whole process when the brine recipe is no good. So I'll make sure to get you guys a really tasty recipe that's, you know, reliable, that you can work with every time. That's a banana pepper. We've already pulled 20 off of it. Here is poblano. Yeah, it's poblano. Grew super tall. Here's some more poblano. Some in their smaller state. You know, there's my fingers. There's some tiny one. Yeah, give you an idea. Here's some that are almost ready. What's going to happen is my wife's going to make what you call chile rellenos. That's a Mexican dish where you put fresh cheese, Mexican cheese, queso fresco, and then you make a batter for them, a secret batter, which I can't share with you, and you basically pan fry them until they're absolutely the most delicious thing you've eaten in terms of peppers. And you serve those with a nice red Mexican rice, very traditional. She makes awesome Mexican food. All right. Quickly, we're going to go on over here to our little butternut squash contraption here. I had some more screen material. Uncle brought it by, just extra odds and ends. And then he had some broken tent stakes. You know, the kind with the elastic in the middle that, you know, how you put your tent poles together. Well, there you go. They're all broken up, and I used that cage, tied it up. Just kind of make a lean-to out of it, you know. Now, watch for the powdery mildew. I've already cut out a ton of freaking mildew out of here. Yeah, we seem to have it under control now with some neem, liquid copper, this and that. This plant is prolific though, and it does grow right across your yard. It grew, or better yet, I would suggest to trellis this thing. I've done some research on it. You're better off trellising, so just to mention that, don't grow it in the ground like this if you want to get, unless you want powdery mildew. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. Yeah, it's super humid out here. So far we've tried them all, and we can basically slow it down. Here you can see a really nice squash developing. Now I'm gonna bake that thing, and you're gonna love to watch that recipe. Okay, I'm excited because we haven't got any squash. I mean, every time a squash would come out, the mildew would just get it. Right? So here I am, I'm cutting the leaves out and trimming them and spraying at the same time, and you know, there we go. Yeah, we got a squash. Look at this. So I had some extra screen. That's how I'm protecting this watermelon plant that just grew from all the way over there. You see that watermelon tower, I call it? We just took some of that material, put it around in a circle, and it's like our tomatoes, and sure enough, those watermelon are growing. Look at this. I just trellised it, kind of. I made a rack. This post hole digger. It's kind of interesting. See how that works out. I'm just gonna kind of open these up so it just kind of sits on there and rests there nicely. Hopefully, that's the idea. But guess what? Guess what happened down here? Oh my God, and it doubled in size overnight. Look at this thing. Nice Jubilee. That, believe it or not, comes from that plant over there. And here is my hand to let you know what's happening with this Jubilee watermelon, okay? Yeah, I know, you're getting hungry right now. I cannot wait to eat this thing. I was watching MPH Gardener one day, and man, that Jubilee watermelon looks absolutely delicious when he cuts it open. Okay, I don't know, maybe we got another month. Let's hope for the best. My fingers are crossed. Here's another view. Let me let you show you what it looks like inside the watermelon tower. This is the first year trying it, so try it at your own risk. Okay, here's our beautiful choquette avocado. We've managed to save like 4 avocados on the tree. It had a ton of them, but guess what? Avocados. This is our 2nd year with the tree. Okay, so it's fruiting. I'm very happy. There's, you know, some really good ingredients in there. That's probably why. The avocado will start to flower. It'll drop a bunch of flowers, and then a select few percentage of them will form avocados. Okay, there's one over there, weird looking one. All right, here's a fig. Look at that fig tree. It's a black turkey fig. This is a self-watering container here, so I hardly ever water it. Matter of fact, right now the top seems, well, actually it's pretty moist, so there you go. These 10-gallon or 15-gallon containers, you got to water them off, and even if, especially since they're black, okay, they dry out. It's got some yellow pear tomatoes ready for picking, but we already have bowls of them inside. Got some Hawaiian currant tomatoes, just for size reference. It's like the tomato is the size of your thumbnail, okay? But you get literally hundreds of these things. You will, if you plant 3 of these plants, you're gonna get sick of them. You're gonna eat so many of them, but they are delicious. So don't let me deter you by that. That's a Hawaiian currant heirloom. All of our seeds we get from for tomatoes we get from Tomato Fest. Let me tell you something. Their tomatoes are awesome. Okay. Wait till I swing by the chocolate stripes. You're gonna love that thing. Look at this horizontal trellis we built with some extra tomato cage material. Go figure, our cantaloupe came back to life from the dead after multiple mildew treatments over and over and over. Here's where the old plants were lost. The lemon cucumbers. We planted some new ones out of like 10 plants. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants left. So 50% of them survived. And we started mildew prevention immediately. I mean hardcore. We did mildew prevention, I promise you that. So it seems like we have it under control before it even started. And here this Armenian cuke is taken off, and there's the lemon cuke replacements. Those lemon cukes are a little bit tough. Okay, so our battery is getting low. Got 15% left. I'm gonna speed up here. Have no idea what tomato that is, but the plant produces like 100 tomatoes. They're delicious, but it was a mistake from the supplier. That's all right. We got plenty of tomatoes. Look at that, chocolate stripes. This tomato is everyone's favorite tomato. You have got to grow this thing. If you are not growing chocolate stripes tomatoes, let me tell you, you will not find a tomato tastier than this, okay? This is the best tomato I've ever tasted, and many people have said the same thing. If you have any questions about the chocolate stripes, just give me a holler, okay, on my email. Look at this thing. Here's the last example, okay, because the battery's running out here. So where that starts, it travels all the way up there, right? It goes all the way over there. It swings around, comes out here. The thing even gets twice as fat. Then it leaves the bed, right? And I'm like, oh no, it's gonna fall to the ground. Nope. Here I got my passion fruit stand, so I just tied it right on. And guess what? Now it's growing up here. Okay. So I tied it off here. At this point, I'm leaving the suckers, some of them anyway. So there's one of them about to produce some fruit. And this one, I'm training to go over and start growing on my citrus tree. So let's see how indeterminate this thing is, because it looks like it's already 12 or maybe at the most 14 feet long. Let's see if we can grow a 20-foot long chocolate stripes tomato. All right, we're at 14% battery life. If I lose you, well, at least I did what I could, okay? Check out this ice cream banana real quick. Awesome. This is from a small plant start, 4 months, okay? It puts on a brand new leaf every 2 days. These papayas growing super fast, nice. Cavendish varieties. These ones could fruit this year. Oh, look at that weed popping up back there. Got a red banana, if you can see it. This is a red variety, and these particular bananas have been here, so that's why they're not taking off. I think they need deeper holes, or just planted in the sand, who knows. All right, here's how I did another passion fruit cutting. Look at this thing, takes off right up the citrus tree. I don't think this citrus tree will fruit, no idea why. I've been working on it. It came with the house. Might be like a male citrus tree. I have really not much knowledge about these things. I just put citrus fertilizer and worm castings. So then here's what I did, because commercially I've heard they grow passion fruit this way. So you know, I just planted it. After I started, it rooted. I planted it right in the earth next to that citrus tree, and then I mulched it. I watered it just about every day for a little while to get it established, and then it takes off and splits. As soon as this thing grabs onto the tree, it wants to take over the place. And I hope to God it blooms, because passion fruit makes the most incredible blooms you could imagine. They're as beautiful as, say, orchids. They're really, really gorgeous. And then they make a fruit that's delicious. You can make drinks with it. I don't drink, but you know what I'm saying. You can make non-alcoholic drinks. So that's it. Okay, we're at 12% battery life. I just wanted to show you, see if I missed anything real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. While I'm here, let me just swing by the yacon root. If we can just cut through this jungle right here, you'll see in the middle yacon root right here, and notice the dew that is on the leaves. I think it's called transpiration. When I see transpiration on the leaves, that lets me know the plant is getting great water, because it's transpiring it through the leaves. So this is a self-watering pot. I love these things. I've watered it twice since I planted it, and it does what it's got to do after that. You just cover up those roots. Other than that, here, pull out a couple little things growing on the side. This yacon root is doing really well. I did transfer a little bit of yellowing and mildew from the Hawaiian currents here, blight. So what I did to avoid that is just cut off the yellowing, remove the blight from the tomato, and get it out of the way. And now we're here. Okay. Once again, Toby from wormcastings.net. Please leave your comments and questions below, or if you'd like to teach us something that we're missing, please, by all means, there are infinite things to learn about organic gardening. I got news for you. If you didn't know that, you are now finding out. Okay, so please feel free to teach us something. Okay, happy spring. That's the end of our home garden update. Bring another one to you before harvest time. All right, God bless. Talk to you. Bye.